Hello everyone. Today we will discuss phylum Ctenophora. Phylum Ctenophora. Phylum Ctenophora general characters. Phylum Ctenophora general characters. First one, habitat. First one, habitat. So general character first one, habitat. So the habitat, so they are mostly living in a marine water. Mostly living in a marine water. Mostly living in a marine water. So they are the habitat mostly living in a marine water. Next one, a main important one. So the phylum Ctenophora is commonly called as sea walnuts, gooseberries, and comb jellies. So these are the phylum Ctenophora. The animals is commonly called as sea walnuts. Gooseberries and comb jellies. Sea walnuts, gooseberries and comb jellies. Next one, so the phylum Ctenophora animals are close relative to cnidarians. Phylum Ctenophora animals close relatives to the phylum Cnidaria animals. Next one, habitat. So they are mostly living in a marine water. Next one, level of organization. A level of organization. So the level of organization is only tissue level of organization. So the organization is the level of organization is the tissue level of organization. Next one, symmetry. So the symmetry is mostly animals exhibit the radial symmetry. Most of the animals exhibit the radial symmetry except to sea walnuts. Exhibit biradial symmetry. Sea walnuts exhibit the biradial symmetry. Next one, level of organization. Next one, germ layers. So they are the two germ layers. Outer ectoderm, inner endoderm. Outer ectoderm and inner endoderm. So they are the two germ layers. So these animals are called the diploblastic. So they are the diploblastic animals. So diploblastic means they contain two germ layers, outer ectoderm and inner endoderm. Once revise, first one, the phylum Cnidaria, phylum Ctenophora is commonly called as sea walnuts, gooseberries and comb jellies. Next one, so these phylum Ctenophora close relatives to the phylum Cnidaria. Phylum Ctenophora animals close relatives to the phylum Cnidaria. Next one, general characters of Ctenophora. First one, habitat. So they are mostly living in a marine water. Next one, level of organization. So the level of organization is the tissue level of organization. tissue level of organization. Symmetry, radial symmetry. Symmetry is a radial symmetry. Radial symmetry means the organism cut into any angle divided into two equal parts. Some of the animals exhibit the biradial symmetry. Next one, germ layers. The germ layers are the two germ layers, outer ectoderm, inner ectoderm. So these are called as diploblastic animals. Diploblastic animals. Next one. Next one, next one is the germ layers. Next one, 8 body containing 8 ciliated membranes. So the body containing 8 ciliated tentacles. So these are helps from the locomotion. These are helps from the locomotion. The body containing 8 ciliated tentacles. So these are helps from the locomotion. So the ctenophora animals, the body contain 8 comb plates. 8 comb plate. The body contain 8 comb plates. Comb plates. The ctenophora animals the ctenophora animals contain 8 ciliated comb plates. The ctenophora animals body contain 8 ciliated comb plates. So these are helps from these comb plates helps from the locomotion. These comb plates helps from the locomotion. Locomotion means walking. So they are help from the locomotion. So the comb plates, the ctenophora animals, the body contain 8 ciliated comb plates. 8 ciliated comb plates. So these comb plates they helps from the locomotion. They help from the locomotion. Locomotion means the movement, walking from the one place to another place. Next one, so they are the 2 long tentacles. So they are the 2 long tentacles. So they are the comb plates. Next one, lasso cells. Lasso cells. So the lasso cells, the ctenophora animals contain lasso cells. So these lasso cells helps from the Loss of cells helps from the food gathering. The loss of cells helps from the food gathering means collection of the food. The loss of cells, the body contain a loss of cells. The loss of cells they helps from the collection of food. Collection of food. Next one, the ctenophora animals. Ctenophora animals. The ctenophora animals absent of cnidocytes. Absent of cnidocytes. Absent of cnidocytes. So this phylum is also called Anidaria. This phylum is also called as Anidaria. This phylum is also called as Anidaria because of cnidocyte cells are absent. So this phylum is also called as Anidaria. This phylum is also called as Anidaria. Next one, bioluminescence. Next one, bioluminescence. Next one, bioluminescence. So the bioluminescence means, bio means living. Bio means living. Luminescence means emit light. Emit light. Bioluminescence means a living light. Bioluminescence means these are the living light. Living light is also called as cold lights. Is also called as cold light. These animals are the bioluminescence. So they are the living lights. Next one, reproduction. Next one, reproduction. So the reproduction is a sexual reproduction. Reproduction is a sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. Reproduction is the sexual reproduction. Next one, so these animals are the monoecious. So these animals are the monoecious. So the monoecious means the single animal release male gametes sperm, male gametes and female gametes. So these are the ova. So they are called as monoecious. The reproduction is the sexual reproduction. So these animals are called the monoecious. Monoecious means the single animal produce male gametes and female gametes. Single parent produce male gametes and female gametes. So they are called as monoecious. Next one, fertilization is the external fertilization. Fertilization. So the fertilization is the external fertilization. Fertilization is the external fertilization. External fertilization means fertilization occurring the outside the body. Fusion of male and female gametes. Fusion of male and female gametes outside the body. Fusion of male and female gametes from the outside the body. Outside the body. So these are called as fertilization. Fertilization is a fusion of male and female gametes from the outside the body. So these are called as external fertilization. Next one, development. Next one, development. So the development is a external indirect development. Development is a indirect development. Indirect development means presenting on the indirect development means presenting on the larva stages. Presenting on the larva stages. The name of the larva is the CDPD larva. Larva name is the CDPD larva. CDPD larva. So the presenting on the larva stage. So the development is the indirect development. Once revised. So the bioluminescence. So bioluminescence means so they are emitting light. So they are cold light animals. So bio means living. Luminescence means emit light. They are producing the light. Next one reproduction. So reproduction is the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction means the fusion of male and female gametes. So they are animals are the monoecious. Monoecious means single parent, they produce male gametes and female gametes. So these animals are called the monoecious. Next one, fertilization. Fertilization is the external fertilization. External fertilization means fusion of male and female gametes outside the body. Fertilization is the outside. So they are called as external fertilization. Next one, development. Development is the indirect development. Indirect development means presenting on the larva stages. The larva name is the CDPD larva. The larva name is the CDPD larva. So the example, pleurobranchi. Example is the pleurobranchi. Another example is biroi. Another example, biroi. So they are the general characters of phylum Ctenophora.